Boxing scene here with Dusty Harrison. About 2 weeks since your last fight on ESPN2's Friday Night Fights. Have you gone back and taken a look at the fight tape yet?
Yeah, a few times.
A few times. So, what did you think of your performance in that fight?
Obviously, I had the knockdown. I got dropped, and that was a big deal. You know, it was a big knockdown. I was really hurt. But if you take that away and you look at the rest of the fight, it really was good. You know, you look at my percentage. I think going into the last round, I got hit 20% of the punches, and just other than that moment, I did what I was supposed to do. And I did fight strong. So I just got to work on that mistake because all it does take is one punch in boxing. So I'm working on everything.
I want to come back to what happened with the knockdown in a moment, but first I want to ask, we hear guys on occasion say, oh, I've never been knocked down, not in fights, not in training camp. Have you ever been knocked down before this?
Once in a pro fight in my whole life. Never in the amateurs, sparring. I've never slipped anything. So it's twice since I turned pro now.
So I know this is the second time, but how do you prepare for a moment like this? How do you know how to handle it and how to recover?
I think it's just kind of something inside you. You're not really, if you're really hurt, sometimes you're really not in the right place. It's kind of instinct, to get up. I don't remember exactly the whole knockdown or anything. It was a hard shot, and I got up and I don't know, I did what I was supposed to do. So.
Do you all train in training camp and say, like, here's what's going to happen? Do you practice holding on to somebody and how to hold on to them correctly? I think about a guy like Seth Mitchell who wasn't really holding on correct.
No, I don't practice it, but I've always been pretty good at clinching when if I get in the corner and stuff like that. So maybe that's why I don't practice it, because I've been, I've always did it well.
You've gone back and looked at the tape since obviously you don't remember what happened. What did you think happened to lead to the knockdown?
I second guessed the punch that I was throwing, and left it out there, hesitated. And it's the same thing that I get mad at all the kids in the gym for doing. I tell them all the time, you can't hesitate. That's when you get caught. So I made a little mistake.
I saw the same thing looking at the tape.
Yeah.
You sent out the jab and then you started to throw a right hand.
And I think the movement threw me off a little bit, and I changed my mind. And
you left it out there. You left it down a little bit, and you started to throw the hook, and he got you with his first.
Yeah.
How badly hurt were you? You said you were definitely hurt, but how badly?
I don't know. No, it was pretty hurt. But I did get it together, fast. So I think it comes with I've always believed, better shape you're in, the faster you can recover. So
I feel like you learned in the middle of the fight. You actually changed your approach to what you were doing against Balasi. Mm-hmm. I have my ideas, but what do you feel? Do you agree? And what do you feel you did to make sure that didn't happen to you again?
Just more of my own movement to keep him, from landing, clean shots like he did. Using the jab, staying on the outside, unless, I thought he was hurt. That's the only time I really, went after him after that. So
I feel like that's pretty much what I saw. I felt like you're a taller guy, but you weren't necessarily using your height.
Yeah, until I started to.
Yeah.
And that's when everything went good. So
you used your height, you used movement, you used more footwork as well. What was your dad saying to you in the corner, though, after that happened?
No, he's always pretty calm and stuff like that. He gives me, he doesn't overload me with too much, throw this specific combination, this. He gives me like good, simple instructions that I can remember throughout the round, and I like that better,
I know you prefer not to ever get knocked down, but does it bother you? Does it raise any doubts in your mind now that you've been knocked down twice?
Doubts, no, it kind of helps. I know I can get up. So for me, for somebody that's never been knocked down, I know they have to question what would happen if they did get hurt. Now I kind of know that I have the a little bit of heart to get up and fight and work my way through it. And
you came back and you dropped him and you took the decision.
Yeah.
So what are you working on in training camp right now in preparation for your next fight? What are you working to improve?
I mean, always defense, obviously, so make sure that doesn't happen again. And I've always believed I was a pretty good body puncher, and sometimes I don't do it enough. I didn't do it really that much at all that fight. I've always had a problem with throwing body shots for southpaws, and I want to, I'm working on that a lot, and I'm gonna see another one day. So.
Do you know when your next fight is yet?
No, I hope it's soon.
You're always that busy.
Yes. Yeah.
So you just got back in training camp now.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you've taken out of the last fight, or anything else that you are thinking about as you're prepping for the next fight?
Not really. I don't have an opponent or fight yet, so I don't. It's hard to say now.
Have you heard from people who watched the fight in terms of the feedback that you get from the community, given the fact that you did get knocked down, but then you did get back up and win?
From the community, like, you know, people from the area, so they loved it. You know, everybody. I got a lot of mentions saying like "True Soldier" stuff like that. And I got a few stuff, you know, saying that not a few bad negative things, but I mean, it was nothing too bad, you know.
Any final thoughts for your fans right now?
No, I just appreciate all the support. You know, it was great. I had a lot of people out there in California because I have a lot of family out there, so it was great fighting in front of them. You know, I hope they keep supporting me.
All right, thank you very much.